You guys have had a bunch of practices already. What are you seeing out of the team? What impresses you so far?
I just really like our togetherness. We play together. Everyone just has a positive attitude on the court. Everyone's really coachable. I just like the fact that nobody's really for themselves. Everyone chooses the team over their ego or their self. So I just really like the fact that we're physical, we're big and physical. We like to get up and down the court as well. And I like the pace that we play at this year a lot.
Your coaches have done a really good job recruiting. It looks like you guys got a lot more depth than last year. Just talk about how many guys are capable of producing.
We got everyone on that roster can go out there and play and help us win. I mean, we got a lot of freshmen that came in this year, but they're ready to play. I mean, they're all really, really poised and they're all focused on the team goal. And I mean, I feel like the depth we have can go with anyone in the conference, anyone in the country. Yeah.
You mentioned the physical thing. BG talked to us about that. Obviously, you're bigger. I mean, it's kind of an impressive thing. Have you guys taken that as like a pride thing?
Yeah, kind of. We realized that if we want to be a competitive team in this conference, we have to get big. I mean, there's a lot of physical teams out there that last year they kind of did a thing against us, and we don't want any of that happening this year. That's not happening this year. So we had to get big in the weight room. We had to get bigger on the court. We just got to play more physical. And I think with the team that we have this year, we can do that.
Now, you wouldn't normally your game generally be associated with having to grind in there, but do you find yourself maybe wanting to utilize your physicality now?
Yeah, a lot more actually. I want to be more versatile, not just a shooter all the time, but I want to be more versatile. And I like the fact that all my coaches push me to do more. And I mean, I got to do that when the season comes, when my time's called.
How has David expanded his game? How has his game evolved since last season from what you've seen?
I mean, I've seen him working all the time. I mean, he's improved his shot a lot. He tries to be smarter with the ball. So, I mean, you'll see when the season starts. I mean, he's been working. Yeah, we've all been working. So I feel like he's going to have a good season.
BG's a big defensive guy. You guys played some pretty decent defense last year. How's that coming this preseason?
We've really keyed in on defense this year a lot because there's a lot of teams out there that have really good offensive players, and we're not having any of that where they can just go out and get buckets on us. I mean, we're going out there to stop them. I mean, we've really put an emphasis on defense this year, and we're going to make sure to make that a big key when we play in games as well.
You guys have a decent amount of scoring options, even though we haven't seen them. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's very accurate. I mean, whoever has the ball in their hands, we trust them to go out there and do their thing. I mean, no one really is like, what's it called? Like
Go-to guy?
yeah, well, there's go-to guys. I mean, but whoever has the ball can do what they can do. I mean, everyone has confidence in each other. Yeah.
How tough is it to develop that cohesion? Like you talked about, this is kind of a close team. How tough is it to develop that cohesion when you have so much roster turnover?
Yes, definitely. It's not easy at all. But I mean, I feel like we have the type of guys that we all are trying to achieve one main goal, and that's to win games, win championships, go into the postseason, stuff like that. So when everyone has the same goal, everything else just falls into place on and off the court. So yeah, we really are together. Yeah.
You just threw out the word postseason. I mean, you guys are going to have a winning record.
Yes.
Is it possible?
It's definitely possible. I mean, I'm 100%. I'm so confident in this team this year. I mean, y'all are going to see when the season starts, of course. I don't just want to talk and say everything. Of course, we're going to go out there and actually have to do it. But, I mean, I'm so confident in this team that we can get it done.
Well, Coach says you're a real physical player, especially on defense. The team's becoming more physical this year. What are you seeing on the court?
Guys, first of all, I want to say we've been going hard in the weight room, going hard on the court. You know, guys, we go hard every day. So we just getting bigger, stronger, and faster. Just get ready for this upcoming season.
How excited are you to get back out there? You've been here for a while, and what's impressed you about the program since you've been here?
Honestly, it's a long time coming, you know. Sitting out for like a year and some months. Like, honestly, I would say I forgot to feel what it feel like to be on the court, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You thought about what that first game's going to be like? You're going to have to calm yourself down?
Yeah, I would say I'm going to be a little nervous, you know, being out there in front of a big crowd, you know. Can be nervous.
Coach has mentioned you as one of the guys who's really transformed your body since you got here. Since the day you arrived, how much weight have you put
Well, with me, it's not more like putting on weight. It's more like cutting weight and getting like more toned.
Okay.
So I would say I'm down to like 207 right now. So I would say I lost about a good 4 or 5 pounds.
But your body has transformed.
Yes, transformed a lot.
Feel
Yeah.
stronger?
Stronger and faster. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Second question I asked about the offensive options. I know you want to think of yourself as one of those too. Could you talk about sort of the balance that you guys could have on offense?
Well, we're gonna be very balanced on offense. I would say we're more like the Warriors offense, how they share the ball. Just there's so many options, so it's like it's gonna be hard to defend us.
Warriors, is that your team?
No,
Okay.
whatever team LeBron James is on.
I like it. I like it.
How's your game grown since you've been here, and what can fans expect to see out of you this year?
Well, this season the fans hopefully they expect. Well, can you repeat that question?
How has your game grown since you've been here, and what do you pride yourself on in your style of play?
My style of play, I would say I'm more of like a facilitator, a leader, going out there and like make sure my guys stay on the like keep their head right. And I would say I'm like the creator of the team, get guys open for open shots, and just go out there and lead the team really.
What's it like to be able to create for, you don't have to do much creating for David Collins? It's pretty special, huh?
Yeah, he's a really tough kid, to be honest. He go out there, he made the game easier for me because, he had a really great freshman year. So he made the game so much easier and keep the defense I would say more worried about him because he had a great freshman year. Just leave the floor open for other guys to knock down open shots.
Peyton, when he was on last year, was probably the best pure shooter on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Who were the shooters this year? Where did the outside shooting going to come from?
This outside shooting is going to come from T.J. Lane, Justin Brown, David Collins, pretty much everybody. Because we have been putting in a lot of shots this summer and this off season to get better.
TJ's a guy that's put on a ton of weight in the past year. I mean, how's that helping him out there right now?
Honestly, he's real physical now. I would say that helped him out be more physical against stronger defenders, bigger guys. I would say his weight helped him out a lot to be able to drive more. I would say.
Well, yeah, our guys have done a tremendous job in terms of the daily work ethic, the energy level, attitude's been really good. I'm talking to them today as we start heading into the last few weeks before we actually start playing real games. Really tighten some stuff up and being even more purposeful in terms of what we need to continue to get better at. But I've been very pleased. I'm pleased with where we're at right now. Not good enough. We got a long way to go. But after 20 practices, we're starting to kind of develop a little bit of an identity in terms of what we need to do well, but also what we need to keep working on.
Part of that identity, if you want to kind of expand on that.
Well, I mean, obviously, for me, it starts on the defensive end. We'll be able to pressure the ball a little bit more and be a little more aggressive defensively, which I think suits this team with LaQuincy and Xavier and David. Those are strong guards that can get into the ball a little bit more. We got good length on the perimeter, and we got good length inside. Our depth has been pretty good. Alexis will practice full today for the first time all year long. He's been no contact. Been able to go through everything just whenever we go live or any contact stuff he's stayed out of. So we'll see how he does today with that a little bit. We're going to take that slow with, roughly 3 weeks before we open up. Should be plenty of time. So that's going to be a big help for us as well.
What's he been dealing with?
He hyperextended his elbow.
Oh, okay.
So he's been out for the first 3 weeks of practice, and he did it 2 weeks before practice started. So it's been about the last 2 weeks or so that he's been able to go through all the drills, all the, offensive review stuff, installation stuff, but he just has not been able to go live. And then Madut is still out with the broken foot, and no time frame on that yet.
Coach, since we last met with you, which was about a month ago, what areas would you say the team's made the biggest strides in practice?
I think just the defensive principles and some of the changes that we've made. Sometimes, in the past it was, defensively it was just try to hold the fort a little bit, bend and don't break, and we want to be more aggressive defensively, but still stay very disciplined, and that's a challenge. We got a hard playing group, we really do. But you also, as I said, the term I use, you have to do it with intent and with purpose, as opposed to getting out of our discipline system and style. And that's a challenge, especially when it's new, especially when you got, as I said, the good news is everybody in our program has now been recruited by us. But no one's been here longer than 16 months, so it's a step that we need to take. Offensively, our execution is much better. We have a very unselfish team offensively. We do move the ball and share the ball. Now the next step with that is, as we move the ball, players have to move. You still can't get caught watching whenever the ball is driven, guys have to be moving off the ball to create better passing angles and different things like that. So I think, our offensive execution and grasping the offensive game plan, especially when it's time to make a play. Once the play breaks down, now you got to make a play. Getting a better feel for that has been a step I think we've taken.
Following up on the 16 months for your most experienced players, is this the youngest team that you've ever had to coach?
It's definitely the least experienced in terms of playing for me. You know what I mean? But we only have 4 upperclassmen. So that's 9 freshmen or sophomores. So if, 27 years or 28 years now of coaching, I can't, remember the youth of every team that I've been associated with. But if this isn't the youngest, it's in the top 2 or 3 for sure.
So Andy Katz wrote you guys, lifted you guys up in his thoughts a little bit. He said also that you're still a big unknown. It's a strange question, but does that apply to you as well? You don't really know what you got until you get him out there?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. I think through the close scrimmage and the exhibition game, you'll find out a little more. The non-conference, you'll find out a little more heading into league play. Can we, continue to improve during the season? I've never been a big guy in terms of this is our ultimate goal this year or anything like that. I'm a more of a daily habits type guy. And through that process and understanding your daily habits, if you keep doing those the right way, then eventually you're going to break through. And, that's what we talk about. And so sometimes in a snapshot, you don't get a good picture, but if you take a step back in the panoramic view, you might have a better feel for where we're at and where we want to get to.
Feel like your front court rotation's coming together?
Yeah, a little bit, but the biggest challenge is with Lex, not being able to really practice and participate. But with Mike's had a good 3 weeks of practice. Nick is vastly improved. Antune is really, for a junior college guy, 3 weeks into practice, he's picked up stuff well. Very intelligent player. And then you add Lex into it, and then we'll play 4 guards, with Ray Sean at the swing spot or TJ at the swing spot, which allows us to stretch the court even more. Our basketball IQ overall is pretty good. So being able to flip-flop some guys and put guys in different positions, and being able to, diagram a special situation on the side. We had a close scrimmage the other day with referees, and I was really impressed with our guys being able to pick some stuff up. Sometimes you have some teams, you draw it up, and they go out there and, there's no chance of them executing it. And our guys did a very good job of that. Very good job of that.